Hi, my dear students. Good morning to all. Welcome to Maths online class. In the previous class, we were solving some problems regarding the concept of transversal and its angles. Today, we can solve some more problems regarding the same concept in order to make the concept very clear to you. So, we can solve some more problems on this type in today's class. If P parallel to Q, find unknown angles. Here in the figure, two lines are there and that line is cut by a transversal. These two lines are P and Q and the transversal cuts and we have 8 angles. The question is, the two lines are parallel. P and Q are parallel. We need to find the unknown angles. Unknown angle means A, B, C, D, E, F. Only the value of one angle is given. What is that? 125 degree. So we need to find angle A, B, C, D, E, F. How can you find the value of these angles? Which properties will you use here? Here only the given condition is the lines are parallel. P and Q are parallel and one angle is given to you. So here we are using which all concept? Vertically opposite angles, linear pair, corresponding angles, etc. So we can look how can we find? By observing the figure, you can identify the angles here. Here E, F, A, B, C, D. These are the angles we need to find, isn't it? So first I am starting with E and F. Here 125 degree is given, isn't it? So first we have to find any of these angle E or F. So which concept I can use so that I can find the value of E or F? Can anyone say that? Which concept, which type of angle can we use? Yes, you know what is linear pair. What is linear pair? The sum of the two angles will be 180 degree, isn't it? So here 125 plus E is a linear pair. 125 plus F is also a linear pair. See, like this is also a linear pair and this line, consider this straight line, then these two angles also 125 and F will also be a linear pair. So from that any two equations you can find either E or F. So we have angle 125 plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Linear pair. From this equation we are finding what is the value of angle E. What is angle E? 180 minus 125, 55 degree. So we got angle E. The value of angle E, 55 degree. Now can you find out any relation between angle E and angle F? By looking the figure, what is angle E and angle F? They are vertically opposite angles, isn't it? Angle E and angle F are vertically opposite angle. So, if angle is 55 degree, then what will be the angle of angle F? What will be the value of angle F? Yes, 55 because vertically opposite angles will be equal. So, we got angle E is equal to 55 degree, then angle F is also 55 degree. Or in other sense, if you're finding 125 plus F is what? 180 degree, a linear pair. Any reason you can find. Here we are getting angle F is equal to 55 degree. So we found the value of angle E and F. Now remaining A, B, C, D. That value we can find either by using the property of corresponding angles, alternate interior angles or the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. We are using this concept because if in the question it is already given the lines P and Q are parallel. If the lines P and Q are parallel, then we can say each pair of corresponding angles are equal, alternate interior angles are equal, interior angles on the same side of the transversal are also, they are supplementary. So any of these concepts you can use and find the angles of A, B, C, D. Now what is known here is, this angle is 125 degree. So can you find out the corresponding pair of this 125? What is the corresponding pair of 125? Is it D or C? Which is the corresponding? When we are considering these two lines and this is the transversal. So the corresponding pair of 125 is D. So each pair of corresponding angles are equal means what is the value of D? 125 degree. Now observe the figure. You got E equal to 55 degree, F also 55 degree and D 125 degree. Now how can you find the value of A, B, C? How? Here D is 125 degree. So what is D and B? What is the relation between D and B? They are vertically opposite angles, isn't it? This is the vertex opposite to D and this is the vertex opposite to B, isn't it? So D and B are vertically opposite angles, so they are equal. So if D is 125 degree, would we have B also 125 degree? So that we got B equal to 125 degree. Now how can we find the value of A? What is the relation between F and A? When you observe the figure, F and A are alternate interior angles, isn't it? So alternate interior angles are equal means we got the value of F as 55. So A, what happens? A also 55. Now if we get the value of A, what is A and C? Again vertically opposite angle. So if A is 55, C is also 55. So angle D is equal to angle D and angle B, angle D equal to 125 degree because corresponding angles. Now angle D equal to angle B. What is the reason? Vertically opposite angles. D and B are vertically opposite angles. So from that we have angle B equal to 125 degree. Next we want to find angle A. So angle A, what is angle A? Angle A and angle F are equal. What is the result? Alternate interior angles. Or if you're going for again corresponding angles, then also it is correct. Angle A and angle E are another pair of corresponding angles, isn't it? So E, what is the value of E? 55. From that also you can find angle A equal to 55. Now you got angle A 55 means A and C are again vertically opposite angles. So the value of angle C is 55 degree. The concept of corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, the pair of angles, interior angles on the same side of the transversal. These all concept we can use because it is already given that in the question P is parallel to Q. If that condition is given, then only we can apply the concept of these corresponding angles, alternate interior angles and interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Vertically opposite angles and linear pair, for that line should be parallel is not a condition. Here in the question it is already given P is parallel to Q. So we can apply what? This concept and find the value of A, B, C, D, E, F. Next question, given the figure like this and the given condition is the lines L and M are parallel. The question is we have to find the value of X. So what is given? L, the line, this L and M are parallel. We need to find the value of X. By observing the figure, two angles are also given. So by seeing the figure, how can you find the value of X? These two are the lines, isn't it? Don't take these two as line. Take these two as line because why? L and M are parallel. That is the given condition. So consider the line L and M. Now L and M are parallel lines. Now we need to find the value of X. So consider only these transversal. No need of considering B. Just consider A, the line A transversal. So these two lines are cut by a transversal A. Now given two angles here 100 and X. Can you find out what is the relation between this 100 and this X? Yes, they are a pair of corresponding angles, isn't it? When these two are lines and this is a transversal, these two are a pair of corresponding angles. Then we can directly say what is the value of X. X, the value of X will be 100 because L and M are parallel. If L and M are parallel means each pair of corresponding angles should be equal. Here X and 100 are pair of corresponding angles. So you have to observe the figure carefully and you should know how to identify the angles. Then it will be easy for you to find the value. Here nothing we have to prove. It is directly given because L and M are parallel. So each pair of corresponding angles will be equal. Here x equal to 100. So the value of x equal to 100. So the value of x is 100. What is the reason? They are a pair of corresponding angles. Why we can use that concept? Because it is given L is parallel to M. So the value of x is 100. So by today's class, I hope all of you understood how to find the value of the angles. How to apply the concept of these angles to find the value of angles once the condition parallel is given. Copy down the notes given and attend the test paper. One more type of problems are there that we can meet in the next class. Thank you.